According to a groundbreaking study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, men lose an average of 40% of their support network after a divorce. But here's what's fascinating. The most successful divorced dads that thrive after divorce aren't trying to maintain these relationships. Today, I'm going to show you why this counterintuitive approach is backed by research and how it could transform your post-divorce journey. Today, we're going to cover what Harvard psychologists discovered about post-divorce friendships. We're also going to go over the psychological pattern that's keeping you stuck and the evidence-based success strategies used by thriving divorced dads. But first, welcome to Divorced Dads Alliance. If you're new here, we expose the hard truths about thriving after divorce, backed by research and real results. Hit that subscribe button now to join thousands of dads who are taking control of their post-divorce life. Let's begin. Dr. Richard Warshak, a leading authority on divorce and author of Divorce Poison, points out that maintaining boundaries after divorce isn't just about emotional comfort, it's about psychological survival. In his extensive research with divorced fathers, he found that men who maintained loose boundaries, particularly with female friends of their ex, often became trapped in what he calls the loyalty bind. Think about it. These friends often still communicate with your ex, have their own opinions about your divorce, unconsciously take sides, and may share information between both parties. Warshak's research shows that this creates a psychological pressure cooker. You're constantly managing other people's perceptions, filtering what you can and can't say, and ultimately, stunting your own recovery process. So what separates the men who thrive from those who struggle? A longitudinal study by the University of Pennsylvania identified 4 key characteristics of high-value divorced dads. First, they prioritize their children's well-being. Second, they focus on personal development. Third, they maintain emotional stability. And fourth, they build strong support systems. This last point about support systems leads us to a fascinating discovery by Dr. John Gottman at the University of Washington. In his landmark study on relationship patterns, Gottman identified what he calls emotional flooding, where divorced men often seek comfort in familiar female friendships to cope with loss. His research shows this actually prolongs the recovery process. Gottman found that men who maintained close female friendships after divorce struggled more with establishing new relationship boundaries, often repeated old relationship patterns, had difficulty developing their independent identity, and experienced more emotional turbulence during recovery. Ergo, female friendships are not the type of support systems you want to seek out. Instead, Gottman's research showed men who temporarily stepped back from female friendships during the first year post-divorce reported clearer emotional processing, a stronger sense of self-development, better ability to establish healthy boundaries in future relationships, and improved co-parenting relationships. A 2022 study in the Journal of Divorce and Remarriage put numbers to this pattern. They found that 68% of divorced men who maintained close female friendships experienced delayed emotional recovery. If these findings are resonating with you, hit that subscribe button because the next research insight is crucial. Dr. Edward Kruk's research then identified what successful post-divorce adjustment actually requires. First, strong same-gender support networks, in this case, men's support groups. Second, clear emotional boundaries. And third, focused parental relationships. The results speak for themselves. A 2023 study in the Journal of Family Psychology revealed that divorced fathers who established clear friendship boundaries were 47% more likely to report positive co-parenting relationships, 58% more likely to maintain consistent child relationships, and 63% more likely to report successful personal growth. So what does this mean for you? Research from the National Parents Organization shows a clear pattern among well-adjusted divorced fathers. First, They restructure their social circle within 6 months, and research shows this timing is crucial for emotional recovery. Second, they join structured support systems. The American Psychological Association found that men in formal support groups show 65% better adjustment rates. And third, they establish clear boundaries. Dr. Lisa Firestone identifies legitimate exceptions where maintaining certain relationships makes sense. First, professional networking with clear boundaries. Second, co-parenting coordination. And third, children's social circle parents. The key, according to her research, is maintaining what she calls functional boundaries. Based on Dr. Bruce Fisher's rebuilding model, here are your evidence-based action steps. First, audit your current friendship circle. Use what researchers call the energy exchange assessment. Questions to consider: who adds to your emotional resources? Who depletes them? Second, build your male support system. Research from the Men's Health Network shows that structured male friendships reduced depression by 43%, improved co-parenting outcomes by 57%, increased overall life satisfaction by 61%. Third, set clear boundaries. Dr. Henry Cloud's boundary research suggests keep interactions purpose-focused, maintain professional distance, and create clear communication protocols. Remember, post-divorce recovery isn't about isolation, it's about intentional connection. Share your experience below. How has your friendship circle changed since divorce? What else would you recommend from personal experience? If this research-backed approach resonates with you, hit subscribe and join the Alliance. You're not just getting advice, you're getting proven strategies backed by decades of research. Next, we're diving into the psychology of post-divorce manipulation tactics, supported by groundbreaking new research. This is Divorced Dads Alliance, where we combine real experience with solid research to help you thrive.